Good morning, everybody. This is Bill McCarthy from the Southwest Indian Foundation. We hope you're well and safe wherever you are. Each day seems to unfold with new challenges and new fears and new hopes. But one thing that's developing across this land seems to be that it brings out the very best in humanity. It can bring out the worst, but it can also bring out the best. And a lot of people are throwing in to help others, and that's extremely important. We know that you're most likely going to be receiving our Mother's Day catalog promotion this week. I wanted to talk about a couple of things this morning with regard to some of the supply chains. As you know, the Navajo Nation is geographically about the size of the state of West Virginia, over 10,000 square miles. So it's an incredibly large landmass, and many of our constituents and our people are spread out over this great geographical area. And so it happens to be like the end of the line. It's the end of the supply chain. It's the end of the food chain. There are great distances. So even with the things that we obtain that are offered in our catalog, some of the artists, the makers that live in these remote areas, have to actually procure their materials to make it, and they have to come great distances to obtain the materials, and through their work, they're usually done in a cottage industry environment. They usually work from their home. They work in traditional hogans, which are one room that serve as a living room, bedroom, dining room, kitchen, all the above. So that adds a unique challenge there. So many of these artists, they don't have any other means to put food on the table, and many of these artists are mothers. And they have to take care of their children. We're just seeing one of our makers this week, Sarah. She lives about 50 miles outside of Gallup. She takes care of her own mother, Constance, who lives in the same hogan. And although Constance is too old to actually do a lot of the detailed work, she helps Sarah line out and does what she can in making preparations for each piece. They're beaters, and it's a very intricate process, but they weave beautiful things. One is the promotion that you'll see if you've received a catalog. So we just kind of wanted to give you a little outline of actually the challenges that they deal with. And I know it's an incredible week this week. It's Holy Week for a lot of people across this country. They can't gather as we have in the past. So let's redouble our efforts and support each other and pray for each other and be there for one another. And we hope you are just having the best possible situation you can given the circumstances. And thank you for listening, and may you always walk in beauty.